Northside Ford in Effingham is proud to be a sponsor of high school sports. Stop by and see all the new and exciting 2013 Fords in stock now at Northside Ford, or visit them online at effinghamford.com.
Tonight we would like to recognize our seniors who participate in basketball and cheerleading. Our first senior is Matt Gibson. And a track team. He was previously a member of baseball, golf, and soccer for 3 days. He's also a member of FCA, 21 Club, Science Club, National Honor Society, and Spanish Club. His plans for next year are to apparently not attend the U of I, so he plans on attending St. Louis University and majoring in biology. His favorite quote is "Keep on keeping on" by Joe Dirt. John Beckner. John is the son of Kent and Susan Beckner. He is a 4-year member of the basketball team and is a member of FCA and NHS. He plans on attending Southern Illinois University Edwardsville in the fall and plans on studying either pharmacy or engineering. And basketball team. He plans to attend either Southern Illinois University Edwardsville or Millikan University in the fall to study business. Alex Fulcher. Alex is the son of Rick and Pam Fulcher. He is a member of the baseball team, basketball team, and bass fishing team. He is undecided on the college he will attend, but plans on studying to become an athletic trainer. His favorite quote is, "No matter how weak you feel, God will strengthen you." He is a member of the soccer, tennis, basketball, and bass fishing teams. He is a member of WISE, National Honor Society, and the president of Science Club. He plans to attend the University of Illinois next year, majoring in actuarial science. Neil Williams. He is a member of the baseball team, basketball team, and bass fishing team. He is undecided on where he will attend school, but he plans on majoring in architecture or business. His favorite quote is, "I can accept failure. Everyone fails at something, but I cannot accept not trying." Nick Workman. Nick is the son of John and Lisa Workman. He is a member of the golf, basketball, and track teams. He plans on attending Eastern Illinois University next year to major in business. His favorite quote is, "If you can't find something to live for, then you best find something to die for." Tyler Plummer. He was a member of FCA, Pep Club, and is a basketball team manager. He plans on attending Lakeland College for 2 years and then transferring to Eastern with a major in history. His favorite quote is, "Life is short, so don't waste it." Morgan Thompson. Morgan is the daughter of Rich and Nancy Thompson. She is a member of the cheerleading squad as well as FCA, Pep Club, Chorus, Campus Ministry, and she is also the manager of the school store. She is undecided where she will go to school next year, but plans on studying to become a physical therapist. Her favorite quote is, "No regrets." Sarah Workman. Sarah is the daughter of Dan and Julie Workman. She is a member of the cross-country team, cheerleading squad, and track team. She is a member of FCA, WISE, National Honor Society Treasurer, Pep Club Co-President, Campus Ministry, and Student Council. She plans to attend Illinois State University in the fall to major in nursing. Her favorite quote is, "We are Highland. We do it better." Here are your 2014 seniors.
It's time for high school basketball on your local sports leader, 97.9 XFM. Let's go courtside for pregame information.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Enloe Center at St. Anthony High School for what should be an epic ball game as the St. Anthony Bulldogs play host to the Altamont Indians in National Trail Conference basketball here on 97.9 XFM and 97.9XFM.com. I'm Greg Sapp, Matt Robinson alongside Kenna, the Queen of the Night, back at the studios. We will keep you up to date on this one here live on the radio and on the web. In addition, Wayne's here videotaping the game. He already videotaped the senior night activities as the Bulldog senior players and cheerleaders were recognized. And manager, better not forget my buddy Tyler. And then you'll be able to see the game. So watch for that in the next day or two on 97.9XFM.com as Wayne will have all the pageantry from the senior night activity and then tonight's game. I can tell you about the senior night. The game is still to come. Pretty good crowd, but gosh, there's a lot of room for you. Not the crowd I expected, frankly, and I guess maybe because it's a Tuesday night, but there's a lot of room for you at the Enloe Center. There are a lot of other games going on, a lot of other activities, so maybe that's why the crowd's down a little. A lot of people here from Altamont. St. Anthony, a good crowd, just not the crowd I expected. That doesn't mean it's still not going to be a great ball game. There's so much else going on, too. Effingham's boys are playing at Paris tonight. Of course, the Teutopolis Lady Shoes are involved in sectional action at Casey Westfield, so an awful lot going on. We'll do our best to keep you up to date. Pre-game show, as always, brought your way by our friends at Wabash Tire and Auto Repair. More to come in a minute. It's Altamont at St. Anthony here on 97.9 XFM. Well, we're ready for basketball here. Good to have you with us. Alex Holscher for St. Anthony. Justin McGinnis for Altamont. They're going to jump it up. This place is happening now. The tip controlled in backcourt by St. Anthony, and we're underway, and good to have you with us here on 97.9 XFM. Again, Wayne's here videotaping, so you can watch it online or within 7 or 8 minutes of the game ending. Matt Gibson to Frank Jansen. Shot for 3. No good. Altamont crashes the boards, and Derek Yarhouse rips it out of there for the Indians. And that's how this one gets started. Yarhouse with it out top. Bounce pass left side. Cole Borders to McGinnis. Back to Yarhouse. Head of the key to Garrett Ziegler. Picks up the dribble. Garrett had his 18th birthday yesterday, I guess it was. We celebrated with him on the morning show. Yarhouse with it out top. Bounce pass to Borders. Altamont being very patient. Matt Gibson a little too impatient. I think got a little off balance, actually, and got called for the foul.
Called for the reach. It's his first in the game. Both teams have opened up in a man-to-man, and that's not a surprise here in this one.
It should be some fun. Both teams have some depth, so that's good, too. Inbound pass stolen by Holscher. Alex is going coast to coast. Now he pulls it up. Altamont did a good job of getting back on defense. Gibson, runner down the lane, got it to go. And St. Anthony takes a 2-0 lead. Matt Gibson has 3 points in the first 2 games of these, and now he gets a steal on a down-court pass by the Indians. Gibson out top to Jansen, and Jansen walked. I saw that coming.
Now, it's the first turnover for St. Anthony, something that really plagued them in the championship game at Altamont, but something they did a much better job of against Altamont at Vandalia, and that was a big part of the game. Altamont already has 2 turnovers, though.
St. Anthony won 64-52 at the Vandalia Christmas tournament. Altamont, of course, won the NTC championship at Altamont 49-38. So that's how the first 2 games turned out. And Altamont, yet another turnover. 3 trips and 3 miscues here for the Indians. Frank Jansen has it inbounds on the pass from John Geckner. Jansen beats it across the half line, closely guarded by McGinnis. Over to Gibson. On the dribble, picks it up, hands it to Neil Williams. Pass underneath. Holscher off the glass, too hard. Boy, Yarhouse got in there somehow for Altamont. Hit the deck, but got the pass away to Garrett Ziegler in time. Out to McGinnis. Now to Yarhouse, head of the key, and Altamont tries to get on the board. It's 2-0 Altamont. It's 2-0 St. Anthony. Couple of minutes into this one. Right side to Borders. He brings it out top. Close to one too many steps, and he threw it out of bounds, so it's a moot point. 4 trips, 4 turnovers for Altamont.
It's going to be awful hard for them to score if they don't get a shot put up.
Exceedingly difficult.
When you're already down 2-0, it makes it tough to win.
So this could be the final, but I don't think it will be. Jansen with it in the corner inside to Williams. He drives through a double team somehow. Now to Gibson, and Gibson got called for the walk. Mark DiMarzio came over from Crawford County to join us as one of the officials tonight.
Gibson wasn't sure if he wanted to drive in the lane, shoot it, or pass it, and the indecision cost him there, I think, with the Bulldogs' second turnover.
It would be a safe assumption that these 2 teams are pretty amped up, judging by the number of the early turnovers. Borders inside, ran over a St. Anthony player. Let's see if it's a charge or a block. It's a charge. They talked it over and then called the charge.
And that's always a tough call, and it was close, but Holscher got there and stood his ground, and he draws another turnover on Altamont, their 5th, and Altamont has their first foul with Cole Borders.
Still 2-0. You haven't missed a whole lot of scoring. Matt Gibson a basket, the only points in the game. Altamont still hasn't shot the ball. And now here's a reach-in foul. I think McGinnis got Jansen.
That would be my guess. McGinnis picks up the personal, his first, team's second.
Common foul. St. Anthony will inbound at midcourt. John Geckner looks to get the ball in. Waits and waits and waits and waits. And there's Williams finally to receive it. Out top to Gibson. Left side, Geckner. John looking inside. Nobody home. Out to Williams. Neal for 3. It's short off the front of the rim. Yarhouse another rebound for Altamont. Ziegler looking to push it. Now pulls it back. Thought about a shot. Instead, Yarhouse for 3. Rims out. No good. But Altamont finally got a shot away. And then a foul inside. Looks like McGinnis got moved under.
Yeah, Williams got caught behind him and just got called for shoving. He picks up his first, and that's the team's second.
2 changes for Altamont. They sit Borders down. They sit Yarhouse down. They bring into the lineup Aaron Geckner, a 6'2 senior. And also checking in is Clayton Wolf, the 6-foot sophomore. Those changes for Altamont. Bulldogs going to send in Andrew Gardewine, the next dead ball. Move to the hole. Shot by Seidel for Altamont is blocked, and a foul called on St. Anthony.
Foul's going to be whistled on Holscher. It's his third. Strong move to the hoop by Seidel. Holscher tried to recover, but apparently got him when he swung down and hit him across the arm. Looked pretty clean, but Altamont to the line.
Seidel's foul shot's good. So Jake Seidel's first point makes it 2-1, and he can tie it here. He hasn't missed a whole lot of offense. Gechner's going to get a breather as Andrew Gardewine checks in for St. Anthony. 2-1 Bulldogs. Seidel's second foul shot, good. Jake ties it with those two foul shots. 3 minutes into the game, and it's 2-2. Williams with it to Jansen, left side to Gibson. He tries a three. It's way short. Rebound saved by Jansen, but into Altamont. Grabbed down there by Aaron Gechner. Down court quickly. A layup by Clayton Wolf, too hard. Rebound. Seidel trying to get open. He got called in a jump. Alternate possession will keep it from Altamont. To keep it with Altamont. Seidel went up strong, but Altamont or St. Anthony forced the jump, and it's out of bounds now to the Indians.
Yeah, there was a trio of Bulldogs there to seal him off.
Garrett Ziegler inbounds in the corner. Clayton Wolf for three, no good. Zach Gardewine checked in for St. Anthony, and he grabs the rebound. Off to Williams, and Williams gets it across the half line. Spin move in the lane, can't shoot. Out to Zach Gardewine, now to Jansen, to Andrew Gardewine. Back to Zach, shot for two, good. Zach Gardewine hits the deuce. St. Anthony's back in front, 4-2.
Those Gardewines, both of them, love that baseline jumper, and Zach was able to bury that one.
Ziegler goes baseline, and there's a travel. Bounce pass off to Gechner, but the travel occurred beforehand. 6 turnovers on Altamont. McGinnis sits down. Seidel sits down. Griffin Jackman checks in for Altamont. And Yarhouse came back. So 2 more changes for Altamont. John Nieberge looking for the right combo here. Gechner with the ball for St. Anthony. Off to Williams, right side. Williams on the dribble. Splits the defense, lost it, gets it back. Pass knocked away, stolen by Jackman, and then he got called for the walk. So he stole it, then got called for the walk, so the teams exchanged turnovers.
St. Anthony with 3, Altamont with 7.
7 turnovers in a half a quarter. That's crazy.
And they're only down 2.
And they're 20-3 this year. That's a whole lot of turnovers. Andrew Gardewine down low to Holscher. Spin move, shot off the glass, good. Nice job. Went right up against Yarhouse and got the bucket. Makes it 6-2 St. Anthony. Jackman with the ball for the Indians. Out top, Yarhouse tries a 3, short. Rebound comes to Jackman for Altamont. To Garrett Ziegler. His 3 tries no good. This rebound, Holscher for St. Anthony. Gets it down court to Zach Gardewine. Led him too long. He has to save it in bounds, and he saves it into Aaron Gechner for Altamont. So back come the Indians. Down court to Jackman. He goes baseline. Shot for 2. Good. Griffin Jackman hits the 2, and it's a 6-4 game. Points are hard to come by, but if the teams would hang on to the ball longer, maybe they'd score some more. Williams, right side to Andrew Gardewine, into Holscher. Tried that spin move again, and Altamont this time knocks it away. Can tie with a 2, take the lead with a 3. St. Anthony's 5th turnover. Baseline Altamont out top. Clayton Wolf drives, pulls up for 2, got it. Clayton Wolf with a deuce, and we're tied at 6. 2:45 to go here in the opening quarter of this ball game. Zach Gardewine across the half line for St. Anthony. Double teamed. He gets it to Williams. Williams over to Andrew Gardewine. Back to brother Zach. Shot for 2. Good. Zach Gardewine has 4. Altamont for St. Anthony back on top here, 8-6.
He's responded well coming off the bench, knocking down 2 straight jumpers for St. Anthony.
Gechner with the ball for Altamont. They try to force it inside. It's knocked away out of bounds by St. Anthony. It'll stay with the Indians. Derek Rios in for St. Anthony. Ziegler and Wolf sit down for Altamont. McGinnis is back, and they also, in Altamont fray, bring in Ryan Armstrong, the 5'10 freshman. So those changes for Altamont. Altamont gets it inbounds. Armstrong over to Yarhouse. Drives on 2, off balance. Shot good. Got the finger roll there. Yarhouse's first basket. We're tied at 8.
Maybe some contact, maybe a travel, but in the end, it was a bucket.
Right. Jansen with the ball in the corner for St. Anthony. Goes baseline. Runner for two is no good. He got fouled on the shot. Somebody got him on the arm, and he'll shoot two here for the Bulldogs.
I believe it was Jackman, but we'll double check. Yes, indeed, it is Griffin Jackman's first foul and the team's third.
Minute 53 to go in the opening quarter. We're tied at 8. Frank Jansen here to shoot two for the Bulldogs. First one up and good. Frank's first point. Another change for Altamont. Jake Seidel comes back. Down goes Aaron Geckner. And Garrett Ziegler's back, and Griffin Jackman sits down. John Nieberg, runs him in like a 5-alarm fire, man.
Yeah, he's got 9 that he plays regularly. Might even go to a 10th if he feels he needs to.
Jansen ready with a second foul shot. It's up and good. Jansen gets his first 2 points. St. Anthony's back up 2. It's 10-8 with a minute 50 to go opening quarter. Altamont down court. McGinnis tried to save it in and saved it in to St. Anthony. So Altamont's 8th turnover. Williams out top to Jansen for 3. It's around and no good. Altamont rebound. Yarhouse clears it out. He's going coast to coast. Now he lost it on his hip. It's on the floor. It's loose, and St. Anthony picks it up. 9 turnovers for Altamont in this first quarter, and they're only down 2. Geckner out top for St. Anthony. Tried to shoot. Can't get his arms up over his head. Andrew Gardewine out top to Jansen. Down low to Rios. Goes up strong and got it. Eric Rios, little by little, making his presence known. St. Anthony back up 4 on the other end. Armstrong goes coast to coast. Great pass. He laid it up and in, and it's 12-10. His first basket. Williams rolls down court for St. Anthony. He drives to the hole. Off the glass, no good. But he drew the foul, and he'll be at the line to shoot a pair. Don't worry about a slowdown game.
No, this is going against Garrett Ziegler. It's his first. Altamont spread to 4 fouls around amongst 4 different players.
12-10 St. Anthony with 53 seconds to go. Williams' first foul shot good. After a quarter at Paris, Effingham was leading Paris 14-8 at halftime. Effingham in front of Paris 24-20. Effingham by 4 at Paris 24-20. When we get some ladies' shoe scores, we'll be sure to pass those along to you too. Ken, if you'll just text them along to us, we'll be glad to share those. Williams' foul shot good. So Neal hits them both. St. Anthony back up 4. It's 14-10. 48 seconds left in the opening quarter. Cole Borders is back in for Altamont. He gets the ball out top to Seidel. Now to Ziegler. Garrett pulls it out. Surveying the landscape. Back to Seidel, top of the key. To Borders. Left side to Ziegler. Gets away from one Gardewine. Finds 2 Gardewines. Shoots anyway. No good. And the rebound goes to Holscher for St. Anthony. Bulldogs with the ball in a 4-point lead here and 20 seconds left in the opening quarter. Andrew Gardewine drives on 2, lost it, gets it back. Now he's in a triple team. Tried to shoot, goes up and got it. I guess they say the ball was loose and he grabbed it back and puts it up and in. That's why there wasn't a traveling call. Ziegler for 3 at the buzzer, good. Had about 1 second to go and he drains it from the head of the key. So ho-hum first quarter here at the Enlow Center. After 1, it's St. Anthony 16, Altamont 13. Second quarter on the way in a minute on 97.9 XFM.
See what's new today at Dan Heck Chevrolet Toyota. Like the all-new 2014 Silverado. With more room, more power, simply more truck than the competition. Or the all-new Impala with its stylish exterior and roomy interior, plus over 30 miles per gallon. Test drive them today at Dan Heck Chevrolet Toyota. Online at danheck.com.
All right, we've got an update here. Teutopolis 10, Harrisburg 7 after 1 quarter. So the Lady Shoes up by 3 over Harrisburg after 1. That's at the sectional, the 2A sectional at Casey Westfield. Thank you for that update. Mount Carmel won the opener there, so Mount Carmel will play the winner of T-Town and Harrisburg Thursday night for that sectional championship and a chance to head down to Salem Monday night in the Super. St. Anthony gets the ball here to start the second quarter. John Geckner basically backs in and puts it up and in.
Yeah, he just bowled his way to the hoop. That's his first shot attempt of the game.
Bulldogs by 5, 18-13. Yarhouse on the other other end. Just split the defense and takes it to the hole. Nice move by Derek Yarhouse. He has 4, and it's 18-15. They're going to let him play.
Yeah.
Jansen to Geckner. Left side to Holscher. St. Anthony's led the entire game, just not by much. Altamont plagued by turnovers in that first quarter. Geckner with the ball. Down in the corner to Jansen. Frank in the lane. Gibson, runner, shot off of glass too hard, and Holscher over the back on the rebound.
Boy, and Cody Rinker did not like that call at all. Holscher picks up the personal, his second, and that's the team's 4th.
He's given Mark DiMarzio an earful as Mark's down here by the St. Anthony bench. So Holscher will have to sit down. They'll run Williams back in. He'd been out for a minute here. Altamont with the ball. They could tie with a 3. Seidel to McGinnis. Justin out top to Ziegler for 3, and he buried it. We're tied.
He's hit 2 in a row, and he has his feet set, and you give him a half a second, he'll bury it.
We're tied at 18, so St. Anthony was up 5. Now we're tied. Minute and a half into the second quarter. Ball knocked away from Geckner. Borders dives to the floor. Had it loose. St. Anthony calls time to save the possession. 6:25 to go. Second quarter. We're back in 30 at St. Anthony. St. Anthony 18, Altamont 18 on 97.9 XFM.
Northside Ford in Effingham is proud to be a sponsor of high school sports. Stop by and see all the new and exciting 2013 Fords in stock now at Northside Ford, or visit them online at effinghamford.com.
6:25 to go, second quarter. St. Anthony and Altamont tied at 18. Altamont seems to kind of be getting their land legs here a little.
Getting settled in a little bit, maybe. That won't be good for St. Anthony, but St. Anthony's just pounding it inside.
Here's the steal. McGinnis, cross-court pass, takes it down, lays it up and in. I think he thought about a dunk for a minute, then he thought better of it and just dropped it in.
He was going to make sure it went in.
And that's the first lead of the game for the Indians. 20-18 Altamont. Williams out to Jansen for 3. It rims out, no good, and Borders the rebound for Altamont. They're pushing it. McGinnis going to the hole. Big contact, he and Jansen. And they gave him on the shot. McGinnis will go to the line to shoot a pair.
Boy, McGinnis is an athlete. He can get up in the air in a hurry. And that time he drew the foul on Frank Jansen. It's his first and the team's 5th.
So McGinnis can extend the Altamont 2-point lead here. 5:53 to go, second quarter. McGinnis' foul shot good. Justin with 3. Gardewine brothers check back in. Jansen and Geckner sit down.
Stats from the first quarter: St. Anthony 6 of 11 from the field. Altamont 5 for 10. St. Anthony 4 of 4 at the line. Altamont 2 of 2. Altamont actually out-rebounded St. Anthony 7-3, but committed 9 turnovers to St. Anthony's 5. St. Anthony 0 for 4 from beyond the arc. Altamont 1 for 4.
McGinnis makes both foul shots. He has 4. Altamont's up 4. Another knockaway, but Gibson in backcourt recovers it for St. Anthony. To Andrew Gardewine. To Gibson underneath the Rios, and he threw it over his head, but before that he was getting fouled, so maybe that's why he couldn't get that pass.
I think that had a lot to do with it. Jake Seidel whistled for his first, so now he has 1, and Altamont has 5, but they have spread them around among 5 different players.
Orders sits down, and back in the lineup for Altamont's Clayton Wolf. 22-18 Indians by 4 with 5:39 to go in the second quarter. St. Anthony had as much as a 5-point lead in the first quarter. Derek Rios off the glass, kisses it, and it goes in. That was pretty. He has 4. St. Anthony back within 2, but Garrett Ziegler on the other end takes it to the hole. He just was not going to be denied.
No, he's so quick. Altamont's 4 for 4 from the field here in this quarter. St. Anthony 2 for 4.
Big key. Altamont stopped turning the ball over.
Yep.
Rios to Andrew Gardewine. Tried to go underneath, and he threw it right into the hands of an Altamont kid. They get it to Ziegler. To Wolf. Layup. Good. Clayton Wolf with 4. Altamont's up 6. 26-20. Geckner and Jansen going to have to get back in there. Not sure John's feeling 100% tonight. 2 turnovers now on St. Anthony. Williams lost the handle. Stolen away by Jackman. Down to Ziegler. Garrett with a layup, and he got it. 10 for Ziegler. The lead is 8 for Altamont. Timeout St. Anthony. Back in a minute. 4:45 to go, second quarter at the Enlow Center. It's Altamont 28, St. Anthony 20. You're on 97.9 XFM.
See what's new today at Dan Heck Toyota in Effingham, like the restyled RAV4, now with more room, comfort, and better fuel economy. Or the luxurious Avalon, with living room comfort for 5 and over 40 miles per gallon. Test drive them today at Dan Heck Toyota, South Route 45 in Effingham, or danheck.com online.
All right, Altamont, a sensational run to start this second quarter. They've outscored St. Anthony 15-4, and they lead at 28-20. They were down 16-13 when this quarter started. St. Anthony gets the ball to start this, or after the timeout. Neil Williams comes to the left side of the floor, drives to the baseline, runner off the glass, good. That was exactly what St. Anthony needed. Quickly down court to Altamont Indians, though. Wolf out top, Yarhouse, head of the key, 3, good. They can't miss.
No.
Yarhouse with 7. The lead is 9 for Altamont. 31-22.
Altamont 7 for 7 this quarter.
That's pretty good. Jansen hands it to Williams. He takes it left side of the floor. Off to Geckner, open on a jumper for the first time all night.
Yep.
The shot's no good. Andrew Gardewine, the rebound, puts it up and good. Andrew Gardewine has 4. 31-24. Altamont quickly down court. Shot for 2 is crawling around and good. Aaron Geckner's shot went. I thought it was going to be short, and it got a little life on the way up.
It found a way.
33-24. Back to a 9-point lead for the Indians. They are yet to miss in the quarter. Williams to Geckner, knocked away, out of bounds. St. Anthony will get it out of bounds. 3:37 to go, second quarter. Little dispute. Altamont fans think St. Anthony touched it last. Griffin Jackman and Ryan Armstrong sit down for the Indians. And they bring Aaron Geckner back in. I'll tell you who's out there. It's easier. Off the inbound, Frank Jansen shoots for 2, and he missed it. Rebound out of bounds. Geckner touched it last. It'll be Altamont basketball. Altamont's got Yarhouse, Wolf, Ziegler, Geckner, and Borders out there right now. St. Anthony's running with the Gardewine brothers, Williams, Geckner, and Jansen. On the side, 3-point try, Altamont. Long on Geckner's part. Rebound Jansen for St. Anthony. First miss for the Indians in the quarter. We played almost 5 minutes, and they've shot it a lot. Pass inside, stolen by Borders. How did he get in there and get that steal? And then a foul on Andrew Gardewine trying to get it back. What a job by Borders.
He's just a defensive demon. He's just all over the court, and he came from the baseline side, knocked it loose, got St. Anthony's 4th turnover of the ball game, which led to Gardewine picking up his first foul, and Andrew picks up the team's 6th.
And Altamont with a chance to take a double-digit lead this trip. Borders left side. On the dribble, picks it up, gets it to Ziegler, knocked away by Gibson. Stolen by St. Anthony. Zach Gardewine has it to Jansen. Back to Zach. Thought about a 3. Got called for a walk. Couldn't decide what to do and got called for the travel.
St. Anthony's 5th turnover of the quarter. Altamont just before that committed their 1st turnover of the quarter. So the turnovers are now even at 10 apiece. But a big difference in the ball game is Altamont is crushing St. Anthony on the boards right now. They're up 10-5.
Borders sat down. McGinnis back in for Altamont. Gibson down. And Holscher back in for St. Anthony. St. Anthony's got to find a way to get to the boards.
St. Anthony's gone to a 1-2-2 zone. Part of St. Anthony's rebounding problem is Altamont hadn't missed in the quarter.
Yarhouse can't get inside. Shot too hard when he did put it up. Holscher the rebound for St. Anthony. To Jansen down to Zach Gardewine. Back out to Jansen. Cross-court pass. Was waiting for Garrett Ziegler to steal for Altamont. Drives, got fouled. He'll be at the line to shoot 2. That pass was waiting for somebody to steal it.
Yeah, 6th turnover of the ball game, and as soon as you saw him start to make it, you've seen Ziegler in the passing lane, and you don't have to tell him to get out there and get in front.
Guys know.
And coming back to prevent the layup was Frank Jansen with his 2nd foul.
Ziegler makes the foul shot. Garrett has 11 already. The lead is 10 for Altamont, 34-24. Jansen down, Andrew Gardewine back. Seidel's back for Altamont, and Yarhouse gets a breather.
I know St. Anthony, and I think Coach Rinker's doing the right thing by putting Holscher on the court. But if I'm Altamont, I try to take it at him.
Yeah, that'd be 3, and that'd be a big deal. Ziegler's foul shot good. Garrett with a dozen. 11-point lead for Altamont. Remember, they were down 3 when this quarter started. Now they're up 11. 35-24 Altamont with 2:20 to go still in the second quarter. Zach Gardewine, baseline, hassled mightily. Finds his brother Andrew. It's loose. There's a scrum on the floor. Geckner goes to the floor to save it for St. Anthony. Andrew Gardewine has it. Shot for 2. No good. Rebound Altamont. Grabbed by Aaron Geckner. Here come the Indians again. Ziegler looking down court. The whole time he brought the ball across the half line. Inside side out. Great feed to Geckner for the layup. Aaron Geckner with 4. 13-point lead for Altamont. 37-24. Inside Holscher for St. Anthony. Shot for 2. No good. Rebound Ziegler for Altamont. Here they come again. They could go up 15 or 16 this trip. Geckner left wing for Altamont. Out top to McGinnis. Right side to Wolf. Clayton waits. There's Ziegler head of the key, but they cover him up. Left side to McGinnis. McGinnis on the dribble. Picks it up. Back out top. Geckner with the basketball. Minute 16 to go before halftime. St. Anthony probably can't wait for it to get there. McGinnis got held. Foul on Zach Gardewine. You could see the uniform move on McGinnis when he went around Gardewine. And a foul on Zach.
Zach picks up his first. It's a team 8. Now, make no mistake about it, McGinnis is a very aggressive offensive player, but he caught Zach reaching in, and then he just turned on him and really exaggerated it to where the official had to make that call.
So McGinnis at the line to shoot 2. Let's get you up to date on St. Anthony's lineup. Kyle Hartke's checked in now, the sophomore. McGinnis at the line on the one and bonus. It's short and a rebound. Altamont, or grabbed by Rios for St. Anthony. 37-24 Altamont by 13. Again, they trailed by 3 when this quarter started. Hartke corner to Andrew Gardewine. Inside Rios, powers up, shot around, too long. Rebound, Gibson for St. Anthony. Puts it up and in, and drew the foul. Nice work by Matt Gibson. He has 4. Makes it 37-26. And now the foul shot.
Gibson was able to get the offensive rebound and stick it up and in. That's the first time St. Anthony's been able to grab an offensive board and do something with it as they drew the foul on McGinnis, his second.
Gibson's foul shot short. Rebound side L for Altamont. So Altamont with an 11-point lead in the ball, and we're under a minute to go before halftime. Borders with it for Altamont. Double teamed in the corner right by the dog pound. And a whistle and timeout taken by Altamont. John Nieberge wants 30 as he encourages somebody to go get that ball next time they're trapped in the corner. Back in 30, 41 seconds to go, second quarter here at the Enloe Center. It's Altamont 37, St. Anthony 26 on 97.9 XFM.
Northside Ford in Effingham is proud to be a sponsor of high school sports. Stop by and see all the new and exciting 2013 Fords in stock now at Northside Ford, or visit them online at effinghamford.com.
Quarter score on the Effingham game at Paris. Effingham 39, Paris 31. Hearts by 8 going into the fourth quarter, trying to go 17-4 on the season and stay undefeated in the Apollo. Altamont gets the ball inbounded. They have 35 seconds to go till halftime. This may be the one time tonight that they'll slow it down a little.
Yeah, I would think they'll take the last shot, especially with St. Anthony packed in the 1-2-2.
Borders, Ziegler, and Armstrong are out top. Then you got Wolf and Seidel kind of hanging around down low, down to 15 seconds.
Garrett Ziegler was passing it around the perimeter, and John Nieberge said, just hold it. Don't even risk the pass.
Borders with it with 7. And they threw it away. They threw it away. I'll be darned. That's the one thing John didn't want to have happen, not get a shot. 2 turnovers, only 2 on Altamont in the quarter. Williams comes back in for St. Anthony and Geckner. They sit down Gibson and they sit down Jansen. So Hartke, Williams, Geckner, Rios, and Andrew Gardewine. 5 seconds, so St. Anthony, they lost the handle on it. They get it back. Williams down to Andrew Gardewine. 3 at the buzzer, too long. Well, they lost the handle on the inbound, so they never got the shot they wanted. Altamont, what a second quarter. They outscored St. Anthony 24-10 in the second quarter. They went from 3 down to lead it by 11 here at halftime. At the break at the Enloe Center, it's Altamont 37, St. Anthony 26. Halftime show on the way, courtesy of Compass Advisory Group. More to come in a minute here on 97.9 XFM.
See what's new today at Dan Heck Chevrolet Toyota, like the all-new 2014 Silverado. With more room, more power, simply more truck than the competition. Or the all-new Impala with its stylish exterior and roomy interior, plus over 30 miles per gallon. Test drive them today at Dan Heck Chevrolet Toyota, online at danheck.com.
And we'll have that game for you tomorrow night on 97.9 XFM. Millie Lang and I will be there. That's a 6 o'clock start on that game. So those scores will squeeze in. We'll get you some more as time allows. Altamont got the ball to start the quarter. Cole Borders shoots and misses. Holscher the rebound for St. Anthony. And let's see what happens from here. John Geckner shot inside, won't go. Rebound goes to Yarhouse for Altamont. 37-26, Altamont by 11. Yarhouse head of the key. 3 is short. Rebound Holscher for St. Anthony. So that's how the second half gets underway. Again, St. Anthony had a 5-point lead at one point in the first quarter. Here's a steal by Altamont. Borders down to Ziegler. Layup good. Ziegler with 14 and Altamont back to a 13-point lead. That matches the biggest lead they've had in the game.
Boy, again, Borders playing good defense inside, knocked it loose.
Gibson out top to Holscher and now to Jansen for St. Anthony. Bulldogs got to learn to get some stops here. Have to find a way to get some stops if they want to get back in this game. St. Anthony won by 12 at Vandalia in December. Altamont won by 11 at Altamont. Here's a 3 by Frank Jansen, good for the Bulldogs. He has 5, and that makes it a 10-point game, 39-29. McGinnis with the ball for Altamont. Justin brings it outside. Little pass to Borders. Right side now to Yarhouse. Yarhouse fakes the drive and instead out to Ziegler. Back to Yarhouse in the lane. There's the cutter, McGinnis, and he got it stripped. Stolen away by the combination of Geckner and Holscher. And here comes St. Anthony. Jansen baseline got helped a little. Shot no good. Rebound out of bounds off St. Anthony. It'll be Altamont basketball.
Boy, St. Anthony did a great job of sealing the baseline on the other end as Geckner and Holscher came together and really forced that turnover. Altamont's first, but I think you're right. Jansen felt like he was bumped a little on that shot attempt, and I'd have a hard time arguing against it.
Borders way cross court to McGinnis for Altamont. In the lane, a pass. He got away with it to Yarhouse. His shot for 2 is no good. Rebound, holy cow, Seidel and Holscher. What action, and the ball came out finally to Frank Jansen. I think it squirted out there between those two guys. Man, Holscher and Seidel were going at it to who wouldn't have it. Jansen left side, Geckner goes baseline. Drives, shot over 2, no good, but he drew the foul. John Geckner will go to the line and shoot a pair here.
Well, that's just like the move he made in the first half where he just basically backed his way into the hoop. He did it again that time on Borders and was able to draw his second foul. Geckner's had to work extremely hard to get any sort of touches tonight, though, as Altamont's definitely focused on him.
John's been held to 2 points tonight. 39-29, Altamont by 10. Geckner makes the first foul shot.
Tell you, it's so hard when you work so hard to get a bucket to settle yourself and shoot the free throws as well.
John had 18 in the win at Vandalia. He had 6 in the game at Altamont. He has 3 so far tonight. Now make it 4 as that second foul shot goes down. And all of a sudden, St. Anthony's back within 8, 39-31. So they were down 13. Ziegler for 3, and he hits again. Boy, you talk about a rally killer.
Yeah.
He drained it again. 17 for Ziegler, and we're barely into the third quarter. Altamont back up 11, and Gibson drives inside, and the layup won't go. Yarhouse the rebound for Altamont. I can't believe that didn't go in. Ziegler runner down the lane, short. Rebound comes to Jansen for St. Anthony. Oh, Frank's working hard in there tonight for the Bulldogs. Gets it across the half line. Picks up the dribble. Corner 3, Williams. Got it! Neil Williams. Dial me a basket. It's an 8-point game, 42-34. Now the Bulldogs got a little mo here. McGinnis left side. Looking inside. Out top to Borders. Right side goes to Seidel. Seidel out top to Ziegler. Garrett on the dribble. Hooks it back free throw line to Yarhouse. Right side to Borders. Baseline to Seidel. He's double teamed. Back out to Borders. Back to Seidel. Baseline for 2, and he got it. Jake Seidel has 4. Everybody's scoring.
That's just his first shot of the ball game, but he definitely stroked it with confidence, didn't he?
He sure did. Back to a 10-point Altamont lead, 44-34. Gibson for the Bulldogs. Corner to Jansen, and a hold inside. I think Borders is going to get called for a foul on Geckner.
Well, Geckner's just working so hard to post up, and Borders giving up a little bit of size and a little bit of weight. And now he'll probably check out after picking up his 3rd, and that's the 2nd on Altamont this half.
Borders and Yarhouse and McGinnis all leave. We'll let you know who's back for Altamont in a minute. They inbound here to Geckner. He leans, shot good. Strong move to the hole by John Geckner. He has 6, and it's an 8-point game again. Ziegler, baseline, Wolf for 2, no good. Nice rebound by Geckner back in the game. Out to Ziegler, and Altamont re-racks the offense here. Head of the key to Wolf off his shoe, but he corrals it. Now to Ziegler. 44-36, Altamont by 8 with the basketball, and 3:42 to go third quarter. Altamont wants timeout. John Nieberg wants to chat. Might not be a friendly chat. Back in a minute. It's Altamont 44, St. Anthony 36 here on 97.9 XFM.
Northside Ford in Effingham is proud to be a sponsor of high school sports. Stop by and see all the new and exciting 2013 Fords in stock now at Northside Ford, or visit them online at effinghamford.com.
Update on that girls game at KZ Westfield, the 2A sectional. Detopolis 39, Harrisburg 24. That's a third quarter score. 1 quarter to go for the Lady Shoes, trying to get to the sectional championship. Garrett Ziegler, a corner 3, good. That kid can shoot the ball. 20 for Ziegler, back to an 11-point Altamont lead. Zach Gardewine, I'm sorry.
It's 4 for 4 from the 3-point arc for Ziegler now.
Geckner in the corner, got it knocked away. Out of bounds. Last touch by Altamont. It'll stay with the Bulldogs.
Just when St. Anthony's able to knock down a couple of threes in the game, Altamont responds with a couple of their own.
10-10 standoff so far in this third quarter. Altamont playing that nasty defense. St. Anthony gets the ball inbounds. Williams has it out top. Neal holds left side now to Holscher. Alex dribbling out to Andrew Gardewine. Back to Holscher. Looking inside. Boy, there hadn't been much room in there tonight. Holscher needing help. Finds Andrew Gardewine down in the corner to Williams. Right in front of the dog pound. Drives on 2. Puts it up. Short. Got caught under the rim. Garrett Ziegler rebound for Altamont. Going coast to coast. Puts it up. No good, but he drew the foul. As everybody's taking a tumble, Ziegler, Zach Gardewine. Ziegler says, I'll shoot. He's good at that.
I knew the foul was on Gardewine. I just didn't know which one, and it turns out they whistle Zach for his 2nd. That's the first on St. Anthony of this half, but yep, Garrett earns a trip to the free throw line.
Derek Rios ready to check back in for St. Anthony. Ziegler makes the foul shot. Garrett with 21. And Rios will replace Geckner in the Bulldog lineup. Altamont's current incarnation, Seidel and Wolf and Ziegler and Jackman and Geckner. Foul shot Ziegler, no good. Rebound Holscher for St. Anthony. Lead is 12 again for Altamont, 48-36. Nice pass inside to Andrew Gardewine, knocked away from him though by Geckner for Altamont.
He talked about the Altamont defense. Kind of reminds you of their coach when he played at T-Town. He's got 5 of them out there all the time playing that way. Ziegler
sits down for a minute for Altamont, and they brought Armstrong back in. Now Seidel sits down. They've got Yarhouse back out there. 48-36, Altamont by 12. St. Anthony gets the ball inbounded. Williams in the corner with it. Neal drives to the lane through 3. Got it underneath Andrew Gardewine for the layup. Nice cut to the basket. Nice play. Andrew Gardewine was 6, and now Altamont lost it out of bounds. So a bucket for St. Anthony and an Indian turnover, just their second in the quarter. And the Bulldogs can cut it even further. They're back within 10 again.
Both teams seem to have settled down. St. Anthony only has one turnover in the quarter now.
Zach Gardewine into Williams, going inside. Baseline, Hulsher for two. Too hard. Rios the rebound, though. Off to Williams. Steele driving, diving, flying. Hands it to Rios, and he laid it up, and it came out. And now it's off Rios, out of bounds. It'll be Altamont basketball.
Well, we've got a foul on the play.
In addition,
St. Anthony's Hulsher picks up a foul on the push. It's his third and the team's second.
So he and Rios were both in the fray. It went off Rios' hands, and then Hulsher got the foul to compound it. So it's out of bounds to Altamont. They lead it by 10. They get it up court to Jackman, to Wolf, to Armstrong, to Yarhouse, dribbling through two, knocked away, loose on the floor. Well, not loose exactly, but the scrum on the floor, and a jump, and it's out of bounds to Altamont. Nope, there is a foul.
Going to be a foul on Altamont, it appears, as
on Yarhouse.
Yarhouse picks up his first foul of the ball game. That'll be the team's third of the half.
Hulsher sits down, Jansen back in for St. Anthony. 48-38, Altamont by 10. St. Anthony with the ball. 2 minutes to go in the second quarter. Kind of like wrestling at the Chase at times tonight. Really physical, but fun. Now Williams drives into the lane, lost the handle on it. We've got a scramble on the floor in the lane and a jump. No foul this time.
No.
Just a jump.
None called anyway.
Yeah, and it's out of bounds to St. Anthony. Jackman sits down. Ziegler's back for Altamont. 48-38 Altamont. St. Anthony with the ball and 1:46 to go here. Senior night at the Enloe Center. Williams inbounds deep to Jansen. Frank was waiting for somebody to cut, and somebody was trying, but he couldn't.
Yep.
And now there's a foul.
Illegal screen set underneath by Zach Gardewine. He was trying to free up Neil Williams, and he was definitely moving, and the outside official caught him. It's his third and the team's third as well this half.
Gardewine down and Gibson back. So St. Anthony running right now with Andrew Gardewine. Second turnover on St. Anthony. Andrew Gardewine, Williams, Gibson, Jansen, and Rios right now. Ziegler with the ball for Altamont. Right side to Armstrong. Out top to Wolf. Minute 27 to go, third quarter. Indians with the ball and a 10-point lead. Wolf out to Geckner. Out top to Ziegler. Swings it over to Armstrong, the freshman, who doesn't play like one. Back to Wolf, to Ziegler. Way cross court to Armstrong. Got away with that one, and there's a hooking foul on Rios.
Yeah, Altamont was lucky to get that pass all the way across the lane, and then Rios, who was hustling after it, once Armstrong caught it, really just was in no man's land and committed his first foul and the team's fourth.
Rios sits down. Eric Gertner checks in for the first time tonight for St. Anthony, one of the seniors on this ball club. Jansen sits down. They run Braden Puckett into the action here for St. Anthony. Meanwhile, Altamont sat down Wolf, and I'll tell you who replaced him here in a minute. They get it out top to Geckner, now to Ziegler, to Yarhouse. That's who's back. McGinnis is back. There you go. Ball got knocked loose, and here's a foul on St. Anthony.
St. Anthony's gone real aggressive with a 1-2-2 zone, and it's kind of slowed Altamont down a little bit, but St. Anthony's picking up some fouls now out of it as well. Andrew Gardewine with his second, team's fifth.
The lead's no bigger, but it's no smaller. Inside, Geckner's shot blocked, and a foul on St. Anthony. Aaron Geckner will go to the line here for a pair for the Indians.
And it's Gardewine again, I believe, picking up his third foul, and he picks two of them up there in about 2 seconds.
And John Geckner's going to check back in for St. Anthony after Geckner's first foul shot. Aaron with 4 points tonight. Foul shot up and good. Aaron Geckner makes it a 49-38 Altamont lead. Andrew Gardewine down, Geckner back for St. Anthony.
To my knowledge, Aaron Geckner from Altamont and John Geckner from St. Anthony are no relation.
There you are.
And again, that's to my knowledge.
But you're impeccable. Geckner's second one, short. Rebound, and finally Gertner got it somehow for St. Anthony. And he clears it out to Puckett, and now to Geckner. And John Geckner drives to the left side. About got a pick, but picked it up just in time. Oh, and got called for the walk. Big turnover.
Yeah, I didn't see the travel there, but there was players flashing right in front of him, so.
Altamont by 11 with the ball in 45 seconds, so they could close out this third quarter in style. They could have a big old lead heading into the fourth quarter. Ziegler across the half line, guarded by Gibson. There's the cutter. Geckner, shot for two. In and out, and back in, and he got fouled. Could be a three-point play. Aaron Geckner was 7. Makes it 51-38. Boy, that ball rimmed out and fell right back in.
I tell you, I don't know if St. Anthony thought Altamont might be holding for the last shot, but they sure didn't.
No, they didn't at all. They kept the offensive, aggressive nature going. Foul shot by Geckner's good. He has 8. Suddenly, it's a 14-point lead. Biggest lead of the game so far for Altamont. Bulldogs get it out top to Geckner. Knocked loose, regained by Puckett. Get it over on the left side to Gibson. He goes baseline, inside, layup, good. Heck of a move by Matt Gibson. He has 6, and it's 52-40. Kind of like a senior playing for the last time in the regular season on his floor, you know it? Ziegler with the ball. Shot for 2. No good. Rebound. St. Anthony. No! Seidel got it. Shot at the buzzer. No good. Williams had it, lost it, and Seidel grabbed it, and his shot hit under the rim. 12-point Altamont lead as we head to the fourth quarter at the Enloe Center on senior night. It's Altamont 52, St. Anthony 40 here on 97.9 XFM. At Paris, Effingham 57, Paris 48. Effingham goes to 17-4 on the season. A reminder for Hearts fans that game with Newton tomorrow night has been called off. Their next action is Friday at Salem, and then they host Mount Zion on Saturday night. If you're looking at your original schedule, you might just want to throw that thing away by now. All right, Altamont gets the ball on the fourth quarter on the alternate possession. And they get it down court quickly. They're up by 12 as we start the fourth quarter, 52-40. Garrett Ziegler drives, can't shoot. Pass knocked away, stolen by St. Anthony. I think Williams might have got a hand on it. He gets it down court to Gibson. Inside shot, good. Another great move to the hole by Matt Gibson. Altamont fires it down court to McGinnis, and a big collision. That's a block. Oh, they called an offensive foul on McGinnis. Woo, my. I sure thought Gibson was moving.
He was definitely moving.
Wow.
McGinnis, I mean, he kind of lowered his shoulder, I guess, going towards the hoop, but that's a tough call for Altamont here in a 10-point game.
All right, let's see what happens here. St. Anthony gets it on the alternate possession. The second turnover for Altamont. Holscher inside, working hard. Shot up and no good. Rebound McGinnis for Altamont. He clears it out to Ziegler. So it's a 10-point game, 52-42 with 7:10 to go. Altamont looking to go 21-3. Williams steps in front of another pass, lays it up and in on the other end. That's 2 in a row he's knocked away. This time St. Anthony cashed in, and it's 52-44.
So turnovers rearing their ugly head for Altamont again here in the fourth quarter.
Ziegler gets it to Yarhouse. Left side to Borders. Borders goes baseline, puts it up, no good, but he got fouled from behind, I think by Holscher. Borders will shoot two. Not a lot Alex could do. He was behind the play.
Yep, he got him on the arm as Borders went up. Holscher picks up his fourth foul now, and again, it's the 8th on St. Anthony, so Altamont's shooting on any Bulldog foul as long as it's not offensive.
Cole Borders has no points. Now he has one as he makes the first foul shot. Gertner's back for Holscher for St. Anthony. Wolf's back for Yarhouse for Altamont. The lead's back to 9. Excuse me. Yeah, back to 9. Was it 10 a minute ago? And now it's 9. That foul shot's good. Maybe I missed something. Borders got them both down, and it's a 10-point lead for Altamont, 54-44. Gibson with the ball for the Bulldogs. Out top to Kyle Harkey, who sneaked back in there when I wasn't looking. There's a cutter. Williams, shot for two, no good. Rebound loose, and Gibson gets it for the Bulldogs. Out to Jansen for three, no good. Rebound, Harkey puts it up and in. So Kyle Harkey just in the game gets a bucket, and it's an 8-point game again. 54-46 and 6:14 to go. Wolf with the ball for the Indians. Out top to Ziegler. In the lane, Seidel can't shoot. Out to Ziegler for three. Got it! Falling away from the shot. Ziegler with 24. It's 57-46. There's the double-digit lead again for Altamont.
Anytime he's had his feet set, he's come through.
Gibson drives on four. Puts it up. Got it to go for St. Anthony and drew the foul. Matt Gibson says, hey, this is my last game at the Enloe Center. I'm going out best I can.
This is by far and away his best offensive game that I've seen. He's known as a defender for St. Anthony, and he does a good job there. Well, that time he's able to draw the second foul on Jake Seidel, Altamont's fifth, and he'll look to convert the three-point play at the line, and you can tell Gibson wants this game bad.
That Gibson's got 10 points. Foul shot, around and good. He got 11. I know this is his high.
Oh, yeah.
11 points for Matt Gibson. Ooh, he's going to come out now, and Zach Gardewine goes back in.
He needs a breather. He's been working so hard. I would assume he'd get right back on the court, though.
I'll bet it'll be about 2 trips, and he'll be looking to get back in. 57-49. The lead's down to 8 again, but Altamont with the ball, and now we're down to 5:40 to go, and Andrew Gardewine down to report in. Ziegler with the ball for Altamont, meanwhile. Borders left side, goes baseline, gets it in the corner. Griffin Jackman for three. It's too long. Rebound, saved by Wolf. He was going into the chair seats and saved that ball in for Altamont. Got it out top to Ziegler. Down to 5:19 to go. Jackman to Ziegler as Altamont sets it up. Indians by 8. Seidel going to the hole, lost it. Lost it out of bounds. Tried to make a move on Gertner and just let it go out of bounds, and Altamont's fourth turnover.
Well, there was contact on the play, but there's been contact on every play tonight. You're just going to have to expect it. And Altamont, again, has the turnovers be their biggest issue like it was in the first quarter.
Seidel sits down, so does Borders. Ziegler, Geckner, Jackman, Wolf, and Yarhouse out there right now for the Indians. And there's a blocking foul on Altamont as Williams was trying to plow a furrow to get in toward the basket.
That's Aaron Geckner's first foul and the team's sixth.
57-49. Altamont leads St. Anthony by 8 with 4:57 to go. Williams with the ball. Corner for St. Anthony. Shot for three for two. Good. Williams with 11. It's a 6-point game, 57-51. This is close to St. Anthony's been in a long time.
And they're 5 of 7 from the floor this quarter.
4:44 to go. Ziegler with the ball. Yarhouse. Ziegler for three more. This one's no good. Zach Gardewine the rebound for St. Anthony. Off to Williams. Kneel across the half line. Right side, Zach Gardewine. Down low, Geckner. He was getting held. Be out of bounds. Fouled before the shot, but it was pretty obvious he was getting held by Geckner.
Yeah, and really, at that point in time, it was almost a smart foul by Aaron because he was going to be beat for a layup, but it should send St. Anthony to the free throw line for their first 1-and-1.
I know this is intense, but I can't miss the irony that Geckner just fouled Geckner.
That's true. The topless girls got to win. 55-36, the final.
55-36, so the Lady Shoes will play Mount Carmel Thursday night. 55, how much?
36.
Well, that means that Harrisburg didn't hardly get anything that fourth quarter. 55-36 T-Town, so it's the Lady Shoes in Mount Carmel Thursday night at Casey Westfield for that sectional championship. John Geckner at the line makes a foul shot. He got one more coming. He has one more coming. Sorry, all you English teachers out there. John Geckner was 7. It's a 5-point game, 57-52. I'd like to tell you about tomorrow night, but we never have time.
No.
Geckner's foul shot, good. John Geckner with 8. It's a 4-point game, gang, 57-53. Altamont was up 14 in this half. Now it's 4. And a foul. A timeout. Altamont when they went by the bench. Timeout. Altamont, 4:18 to go. Back in a minute. It's Altamont 57, St. Anthony 53. Here on 97.9 XFM.
See what's new today at Dan Heck Toyota in Effingham, like the restyled RAV4, now with more room, comfort, and better fuel economy. Or the luxurious Avalon, with living room comfort for 5 and over 40 miles per gallon. Test drive them today at Dan Heck Toyota, South Route 45 in Effingham, or danheck.com online.
All right, timeout. We've got a technical now assessed against the Altamont bench. Wow. This could really change the complexion of this one.
Yep.
John Geckner's going to shoot the technicals. There's been a technical called on the Altamont bench. With this game now at 4 points, Altamont had a 14-point lead. John Geckner's foul shot is around and good. John Geckner with 9, and now it's a 3-point contest. It comes with 4:18 to go in the game. Second one, good. Geckner has 10, but more importantly, it's a 2-point game, and now St. Anthony gets the ball out of bounds, a 2 to tie and a 3 to take the lead.
And the St. Anthony fans are definitely into this.
St. Anthony was up 5 in the first quarter. They were down 14 in the second half. They have a chance to tie it or take the lead here with 4:16 to go. John Geckner on the dribble for the Bulldogs. To Zach Ardewine. Out top to Gibson. Back to Zach. Inside. Geckner shot. Good. We're tied. Layup by Geckner. He has a dozen. We're tied at 57 with 4 minutes to go. And a blocking foul on St. Anthony as Altamont tried to bring the ball up the floor.
Gibson whistled with his second personal. Altamont will be at the line for a 1-and-1 with Garrett Ziegler. But St. Anthony has now outscored Altamont in this first 4 minutes of the fourth quarter, 17-5.
Similar to that second quarter when Altamont outscored St. Anthony 24-10.
Yep.
At the line, Garrett Ziegler with some big old foul shots, and he makes the first one.
Yeah, Altamont's got to find a way just to calm themselves down and get back focused in this game. St. Anthony's gone back to the man-to-man, and they are pressuring all over the court.
Ziegler makes them both. 26 for Garrett Ziegler. The lead back to 2 for Altamont, 59-57. Right side, Zach Ardewine for St. Anthony. On the dribble. Out top to Gibson. Now to Williams. Williams for 3. Short. Rebound Altamont. Grabbed out of there by Seidel. So Altamont gets the stop. Now they've got the 2-point lead in the ball. Yarhouse inside. Work into the hole. Shot up and no good, but he drew the foul. And Derek Yarhouse will go to the line and shoot a pair here with 3:36 to go.
John Geckner rotated over, tried to help. Instead, he's called for the foul, but that's just John's first personal and the 10th on St. Anthony as a team.
Well, Geckner got those 2 foul shots down, and then Ziegler came right back, got 2 for Altamont. Yarhouse foul shot short. 1 to go, though. 59-57 Altamont, 3:36 left, and now St. Anthony's going to call time before the second foul shot. Back in a minute at the Enlow Center. Altamont 59, St. Anthony 57 here on 97.9 XFM.
Northside Ford in Effingham is proud to be a sponsor of high school sports. Stop by and see all the new and exciting 2013 Fords in stock now at Northside Ford, or visit them online at effinghamford.com.
Westfield beat Cumberland tonight 77-46. Again, the Hearts a winner tonight. The boys beat Paris 57-48 to go to 17-4. And the Lady Shoes a winner as they beat Harrisburg tonight 55-36. So it's T-Town and Mount Carmel for the championship of that Casey sectional Thursday night. Altamont can't get the ball in bounds. They have to burn a timeout. Still 56.5 seconds to go in the fourth quarter. Still, Altamont 64, St. Anthony 61. Kenna, let's come back in a minute, or in 30 seconds here on 97.9 XFM. All right, Altamont had trouble getting the ball inbounded on the side right by the dog pound, so they called the timeout. No sense throwing it and getting it stolen in a game like this.
No, can't afford that.
Altamont 64, St. Anthony 61. Matt tells me each team has 1 timeout left. Ooh, awful close to over and back. Garrett Ziegler to the hole. Lays it up and in for Altamont. He has 30. Altamont by 5. Zach Ardewine down court to Williams. Bulldogs need points in a hurry. Zach, a corner three. It's around no good, and McGinnis, the rebound for Altamont, and he gets fouled with 37 seconds to go. That was a big trip. Boy, it was close to over and back here on that pass.
I really think it was over and back, to be honest. I don't think Ziegler had established himself across the line. They threw it off the inbounds into Altamont's side, right at the line, and Seidel caught it and handed it to Ziegler. And like I said, I don't think he had both feet across the line when he took that possession. It was a great design of the play.
Anyway, McGinnis makes the foul shot. That's his first point of the second half. It extends Altamont's lead to 6, so it's still a 2-possession game. Jansen down, Holscher back for St. Anthony. This is a huge foul shot here. This gives Altamont a 7-point lead. McGinnis takes his time, puts it up, and no good. Rebound, Geckner for St. Anthony. John Geckner gets it, so it's a 6-point game. Geckner lost the dribble, stolen by McGinnis for Altamont. Third St. Anthony turnover, and then Gibson fouls with 27 seconds left.
And Seidel got that ball, Ziegler got that ball, and he wasn't going to turn it loose. He was going to make sure he's the one heading to the free throw line here, and that's what you want out of Garrett in this situation.
67-61 Altamont over St. Anthony by 6, down to 27 seconds to go. Ziegler's foul shot, good. He has 31. It's 68-61. Takes his time. Foul shot right in the heart. 32 for Ziegler. It's an 8-point Altamont lead. Zach Gardewine inside to Holscher. Posts up, puts it up. Rolls off, no good. Rebound Zach Gardewine for St. Anthony off the glass. It is good, and they call time. So Zach has 6. But it's still a 6-point game, and we're down to 16 seconds to go in this one. Let's take a 30-second break, Kenneth. It's Altamont 69, St. Anthony 63 here on 97.9 XFM.
See what's new today at Dan Heck Chevrolet Toyota, like the all-new 2014 Silverado. With more room, more power, simply more truck than the competition. Or the all-new Impala with its stylish exterior and roomy interior, plus over 30 miles per gallon. Test drive them today at Dan Heck Chevrolet Toyota. Online at danheck.com.
10 seconds left in this one. It's Altamont 69, St. Anthony 63. It was 16-13 St. Anthony after the first quarter. Bulldogs had a 5-point lead. Altamont outscored St. Anthony 24-10 in the second quarter and led it by 11 at halftime. They led it by 12 after 3 quarters. St. Anthony came back and tied it here in the fourth quarter. But Altamont is regrouped, and they're up 6 with 16 seconds to go. Borders inbounds to Geckner. He got fouled immediately by Jansen. Frank only let about a second tick off, so good job there.
And Frank's whistled for his 4th, but Altamont back to the free throw line to make it a 3-possession game. So basically, if Aaron Geckner can hit either of these, it's going to make it very difficult on St. Anthony. They're going to need a whole lot of help.
Aaron Geckner with 8 points tonight. Foul shot, rims off, no good. Holscher back for St. Anthony for Gibson. 14.5 seconds. Altamont by 6. Geckner with one more chance to make it a 3-possession lead. Takes his time, puts it up, and good. Geckner with 9. The lead is 7, 70-63. Bulldogs down court to Jansen. Frank drives baseline and kicked it off his foot, out of bounds. So the Bulldogs didn't get a shot. 4th turnover on the Bulldogs in the quarter. 8.5 seconds left, and Altamont Mesley just needs to get it inbounds. McGinnis dribbles it out of trouble, hands the ball to Ziegler. Down to 4, down to 3, down to 2. And there's the buzzer, and Altamont, a winner. Altamont wins on senior night at St. Anthony, 70-63. St. Anthony came back and outscored Altamont 23-18 in the fourth quarter, but it wasn't quite enough as Altamont had built the big lead, had it up to 14 at one point. They win it by 7. Final score, Altamont 70, St. Anthony 63. Altamont goes to 21-3 on the season. So now they're sitting with 1 loss in the conference. Altamont has one loss in the conference, and Dietrich has one loss in the conference. So we'll keep you up to date on that. Again, final score, Altamont 70, St. Anthony 63. Bulldogs now 18-9 on the season. We'll talk with both coaches, Matt's stats, scores from all over Mid-America. It's all on the way on the postgame show, brought your way by our friends at Farm Credit Illinois, here on 97.9 XFM.
Northside Ford in Effingham is proud to be a sponsor of high school sports. Stop by and see all the new and exciting 2013 Fords in stock now at Northside Ford, or visit them online at effinghamford.com.
Whale of a win.
Yeah, it was a real good ball game. It was, again, two Class 1A top 10 teams, in my opinion, going to battle for the NTC title.
It's different than the first two because those were tournament settings. This was the one for the conference. This is the one for the regular season, and that made it that much more special, I think.
Yeah, you put that other mantle on the shelf, you know. I mean, the boys wanted to finish it out. We came in here and we had a goal at the beginning of the year, 2 NTC titles, and, to do it on St. Anthony's court. And I'm not saying we got cowed in the stew yet, so, we put ourselves in good position, but this was a big win for us.
What do you think was the difference? It seemed to me that you did a great job of denying St. Anthony much inside tonight.
Early on we really did. Honestly, I think we wanted to play fast. That's what we talked about early and before the ball game. We said we got to play fast. The last time we played them at our place, it was in the 40s, I think. Mm-hmm. And I said, we got to play fast. We got to get up and down. That's our style. Turn the ball over, whatever, doesn't matter. Let's get up and down. So I think the tempo helped us with their big guys a little bit even. I think, they have some threats in there. Rios and Holscher and Geckner, they can post up with the best of them. And we're not huge by any means. But, I think our pace of play helps us defend the post, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it does, absolutely, because you can get down to 4 a hair quicker. You're always looking for an outlet pass.
Always.
You've instilled that well.
Yeah, Jake and Derek know how to outlet a ball. Garrett, he's learned the tricks and trades of the point guard. Hopefully, I taught him some, but I don't know if that's I didn't teach him how to score 31. I know that.
He had a huge night tonight. We had him with 32.
32. Okay.
Yeah, had him with 32.
Yeah, last free throw.
Yeah, but that's a huge number, especially in a game like this.
Sure. He's been shooting the ball really well, and it comes from he's been practicing better lately, practicing game speed. So he's getting that confidence in practice, and he translated it to the game today. And there's not many more superlatives you can give for Garrett that I haven't given yet. Besides, he's a gamer. He wanted to win this just as much as he wanted the NTC, just as much as he wanted to win a game that had no bearing. And this one, this meant a lot to him, and he came out and played. So did everybody else.
Absolutely. Early on, you touched a minute ago on the turnovers. Early on, you turned it over 9 in the first quarter, but then they seem to go away.
Sure. The way we play dictates some turnovers. It's going to happen. The unforced ones where we're out of control is what bothers me. I had us down for 22, which is a little too many. I mean, if we're in that 10 to 15 range, I'm okay. And when we settled down, what we did in the first quarter, even though we turned the ball over, we defended still, and that made us that kept us in the ball game in the first quarter.
And there's no denying that the more points you score, the more turnovers you're going to make because there are more opportunities.
Sure, yeah, and I'm a pressure defense in your face. If you anticipate, jump a passing lane, and we did that very early. That's how in the second quarter, I think we scored 24 points. We got a lot of fast break layups. We pressured the ball and made their passers, life a little heck.
It impresses me every time I see him play what good lockdown defense Cole Borders plays.
He does. He battled tonight. I mean, John got his points and John earned his points. I mean, he's that good. He's that good of a 1A basketball player. But Cole battled. He didn't get any breaks, from the refs. He got some ticky-tack ones, in my opinion. But, that happens in ball games sometimes, especially in atmospheres as such. But, Cole, he really, I mean, there's no, going into the ball game, I know who we're putting their best defender on. So, if that's a scouting report for the other team, then so be it.
Yeah. Derek Yarhouse isn't blessed with great height, but he's got some size. He's a strong kid. And he just works like a bull for you inside. Derek,
he's been our bull in the china shop all year. He can rebound with the best of them. I think he's averaging about 7 rebounds a game for a 6'2", 6'3" kid without any jumping ability and a bad knee. That speaks of his heart, and all rebounding is the want and will to go get that basketball.
Jake Seidel had 6 the first time you played, the second time you played, and tonight.
I didn't know that. Jake's consistent. He has really turned himself into a good ball player. I was told as a freshman when I wasn't here that he might walk down that line and trip over, one of the volleyball lines. But he has really turned himself into a good post player at at this division.
And how about Aaron Geckner getting you 9 points?
Aaron in the past 5-6 games has really stepped it up. He started last year. So we're not scared when he goes in the ball game. Strong, solid kid that you can't ever fault his effort, and it happened. So tonight he got some points out of it.
Yeah, and your young'uns are coming along too. Ryan Armstrong got you 2 and Clayton Wolf 4, but it isn't always points; it's minutes. Yeah, giving other guys breaks and all that stuff.
Well, Ryan and Clayton played basically the whole JV game. Ryan, I know, played the whole JV game, so we knew going into he was only going to get about 2 or 3 minutes at the most per sketch. And same with Clayton, which limits our benches. The way we like to play it limits it a little bit, but when they come in, they go as hard as they can and they come back out. So, the more experience they get, look out in a couple of years for them too.
Yeah, exactly right. You're sitting on 21 wins now. Kurt Becker pointed out to me, as he does, that you're the first coach since the 1940s to win 20 or more your first 2 years as Altamont's coach.
You got to credit the boys, got to credit their families, for allowing me to come in here and making them work a little bit. But they've bought into the system. They've bought into just hard-nosed man-to-man defense and rebounding, which I came from, and it all stems from the home life. These kids are tough kids, and I appreciate what the parents have allowed me to do. Come in here and work the tails off, and they've accepted it. They know what it takes now.
You had a great crowd tonight.
It was awesome. I can come in here anytime, just like Altamont. I prefer Altamont. This was a good crowd too. Good to see some cousins over here.
Yeah.
So
whole family affair. So Dad here a minute.
Oh yeah. So had some JV boys that were first cousins. So it was good. It's good to come over here and beat them up. But it was fun.
Now, let's talk a little more a few days ahead. You've still got a couple of conference games, so you've still got some business to take care of this week. But then that nasty old region, I'll tell you, it's going to be a dandy up in Nokomis, isn't it?
Sometimes I wonder what the IHSA thinks sometimes, but well, I have no say in
the crowd.
I know. I might get penalized or fined for that one. I don't know. But, you got to beat them at some point. We're going over to Nokomis, which is always hard to play. They're the probably toughest 3 seed in the state, in my opinion. I'm rooting for the NTC. I ain't gonna lie. I hope we see Sandy 4th time. So hope Cody goes over there and beats the tar out of Nokomis, and we play them on a Friday night for the regional championship.
Sounds like a great idea to me.
Sounds fun.
Thanks for the win, and thanks for the visit, John.
No problem. Appreciate it. Thank you.
See what's new today at Dan Heck Toyota in Effingham, like the restyled RAV4, now with more room, comfort, and better fuel economy. Or the luxurious Avalon, with living room comfort for 5 and over 40 miles per gallon. Test drive them today at Dan Heck Toyota, South Route 45 in Effingham, or danheck.com online.
Thanks for coming up, Cody. I tell you, this was a battle tonight.
Absolutely. Every sense of the word.
And everybody got involved. Players, coaches, fans, broadcasters. It was some battle.
Yeah, that was a fun one. Would have liked to come out on top, obviously, but the emotions were high. Senior night, had some boys really step up for us and play well, especially on their senior night. Each team gave everything they had. That's what makes it fun. That's what makes high school basketball fun. That's why the people come out and watch it. can't say enough about the effort on both sides, especially my boys. Very proud of theirs.
There you go. Conflicting emotions all through the game. You got out in good shape. Altamont, a lot of turnovers in that first quarter. You were good to take advantage of them. They did get it back to 3 after a quarter.
Yeah.
But you got out to the start you wanted, I think.
Yeah, we got out, exactly. We were getting back in transition, and when you take care of the basketball and you make shots, you eliminate a fast-breaking team's ability to run. And that's what we were able to do the first half. Garrett hit a big shot like he hit all night on us at the end of the first quarter to keep them, just kind of start feeling good. You hit that, you get the momentum going into the second quarter, and our boys, we had a few more turnovers. We had a few more missed shots that allowed them to get out on the break. So the second quarter was our biggest struggle. But the second half, we came out and plugged away and took our shots and got it one stop at a time and another score. And we eventually got it to be the tie there and, couldn't quite get over the hump.
Second quarter, they hit their first 9 shots.
In the second quarter?
Yeah. And that's when that lead kind of disappeared and you end up going to the locker room down 11.
Yeah.
But what do you do? Remind the kids that, hey, we're only at halftime. It's not over.
Exactly. That's pretty much what you have to do. You talk about, priding ourselves on defense, and, we gave up a lot more points we normally give up, especially in that quarter. Sometimes we don't even give up 27 for a game. We let it alone in a quarter. We just reminded about our details, the execution on things that we had to take away from them. And, we were able to do that most of the time in the second half, which allowed us to get back in the game.
Yeah, you talked about the standoff pretty much in the third quarter, and they were up 14 twice, I know, in the second half. And you came back and tied the game up in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, like I said, the boys can't say enough about their effort. They've been giving me that effort all year long, and at times we're pretty tough, and we can be pretty good. And, that's why we're 18-9. But, we'd like to see that for the whole game. If we can do that, and like I think we can, and I believe that we can here this rest of the week, next week ought to be a lot of fun for us.
Now, here's where I get the opportunity to let you talk about Matt Gibson's job tonight. Golly, that was amazing.
Yeah.
Maybe not amazing. Maybe that's not a fair word. That was really impressive what he did tonight.
Absolutely. Matt really stepped up. Like talking about one of those seniors that stepped up for us here on senior night, and we haven't seen that from him a lot. At times he's kind of settled for some jumpers, and we talked about just taking the ball to the basket. If they're not going to guard your three, well, they should have an opening there somewhere. You got a lot of room to move, and he was able to take advantage of that at times tonight and find a way to get the ball in the basket. And really, in that second half, sparked us and kind of brought us and led us back there. And then for a while there, he was able to control Ziegler. Him and Neal both, switched off on him, whenever to control Garrett. But just wasn't quite enough. But yeah, I can't say enough. The effort was there. We can build on that here. I know we're late in the season, but if we can build on that going into next week, again, I like what I see.
Yep. And Neal Williams had 11, and he's had more, but I don't know if he's ever had a harder 11 than he had tonight.
Yeah. No, I agree. Neal really worked his butt off trying to get the ball to the basket. That was, something that we tried to talk about. Post touches aren't only just throwing it into the post, it's driving in there. And good things happen when we do, and we had a lot of good looks. He had a lot of good little dishes off, handoffs, even in the post, because guys eventually had to come over and help on him. And again, that was a big key in that second half that led to the comeback.
And John Geckner somehow got 14 points. I'm not sure how, because a lot of the night he couldn't get his arms up over his head to shoot.
Yeah, yeah, I know.
Man, it was tough.
Yeah, and teams like that are a struggle for John sometimes with his ability to breathe and wears down a little bit. But, John played with a lot of heart, was able to find a way. We kept getting him on there, kept going at him. And, just like a junkyard dog, he was able to throw some in.
You went deep tonight because of Connor Green's injury. Have you had a chance to check on how Connor's doing? I saw him here a minute ago.
Yeah, I think they said it's a sprain somewhere in his middle fingers there, up in his hand. I think there's some swelling, so they couldn't quite tell much. We'll know more in the next couple days.
Okay, so then it's next man up, and Braden Puckett got out there and gave your other guys some minutes to get a breath and get back in there.
Yeah, we're down 14, I think, when they threw him in. Whatever's not working, you might as well try to fix it with something. So, Braden gives us great effort. He's a kid that comes to work every day. Cannot say enough about the kid's attitude and heart. And, for him to come in there and spell us and just, give those guys a chance to collect themselves on the sideline and even, do those little things that we need him to do and then be able to get the other guys back in is big for us.
Exactly. Guys up and down the line contribute. It always does in a game like this. So I don't mention everybody, but everybody had a role to play.
Absolutely.
So, one loss in the conference, Dietrich one loss in the conference, Altamont one loss in the conference, and here we go.
Yeah. I think that's just a three-way tie. I don't know how they do that.
I don't
know if we flip a coin or we go. I mean, head-to-head doesn't. We all lost to each other. So,
yeah.
I think that says a lot about our boys' ability to bounce back. I mean, last year, I don't know if they finished 4th or 5th or somewhere in there in the regular season.
I believe that's right.
So for them to come back out and finish their senior year this way, especially for those seniors, the juniors and sophomores, we can build on it and keep going. But for those seniors to have the turnaround that they've been able to have, and I know we're not quite done yet, and we want to keep going as long as we can, but the turnaround they've been able to have, especially in the conference play, says a lot about their willingness to change and their willingness to be coachable, and I'm proud of them for that.
Now, let's talk about next week. I know you got some other business, but let's talk about next week, the trip to Nokomis and the regional next week. Altamont's 1 seed, you're the 2 seed, so in a perfect world, we're going to have a round 4 of this matchup.
Absolutely. Well, I mean, we got a little bit of work to do before we get to that point. Cowden, neutral court. Can't take anybody lightly, especially in postseason. You fall asleep, and that's when somebody slips up and gets you. Mm-hmm. So, we're going to come out and ready for them next Tuesday. Hopefully, if we can do our job and the seeds hold out, we'll go back on Wednesday night to play Nokomis at Nokomis, and really looking forward to them. They had a 3rd in the state last year on their home court. They're very tough over there. They got a great coach, a great program that's been there for a long time. So it's a great opportunity for our boys to come out and show what they can do in a 1A, regional. And, we keep plugging away and keep doing the little things right and keep working at it and stay positive. Anything can happen.
There's your 20 wins, and then the regional championship game. Holy cow.
Yeah.
This could be crazy.
It could be. It could be a lot of fun. And that's what, like I said, boys, no matter what, they're making memories that they're going to take on forever. Hopefully they learn a few things about working hard and dedication along the way. But, as far as they go, whether you win or lose, I know you always want to win, but making memories like this and a great crowd, a great atmosphere, that's something they're never going to forget.
Exactly so. Cody, thanks for the visit.
Thanks, Greg. Appreciate it.
See you soon.
Yep.
Bulldogs coach Cody Rinker. Appreciate him coming up for the visit. Again, the final score tonight, Altamont 70, St. Anthony 63.